Pedestal people put Beyonce on is so high up that they don't even see when she's not protecting her child. Now, I'm not about to argue with people in the comments about whether or not Rumi has cognitive differences. There's signs all over the place.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is people talking about Beyonce's daughter Rumi Carter and her coming on stage and try to diagnose her with autism. So if you guys don't know what's going on, Beyonce is on tour, the Cowboy Carter tour, and we saw that there's this song, the Protector song. She's introducing Rumi on it, and such a beautiful song. I did a video about the Cowboy Carter and people's reaction, and we saw that clip of where Rumi came out to join Beyonce and Blue Ivy on stage, and that has gotten a lot of people talking because there was even the other day she came out with even Mama Tina and all that. But people are talking about how Rumi acts differently from normal children and how Rumi should be on the spectrum. And some people are even diagnosing her with autism. And this has struck a big conversation. But the lady that made this conversation go viral and people are talking about it. She was talking about how Beyonce should be a spokesperson that her child is autism because she's the biggest influencer so far. So if she speaks up for things like that, that will make the stigmatization that comes with autism and autism children and parents of autism to kind of people accept it even more. But yeah, this has really struck a bigger conversation that has given a lot of people like, there's a side eye going on there, but yeah. So anyway, guys, let's go check out what this lady has to say. People's response to saying that Rumi is autism or on the spectrum, people's response to it, and that Beyonce should speak up for autism people. Okay, let's go check out the video, people's response, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Pedestal people put Beyonce on is so high up that they don't even see when she's not protecting her child. Now, I'm not about to argue with people in the comments about whether or not Rumi has cognitive differences. There's signs all over the place in her mannerisms, her facial structures, etc., that it is likely she has cognitive difference. She has some type of neurodivergent quality. That's totally fine. She's still a beautiful black girl with a loving family and was rocking it on that stage. Now, where I have an issue with her mother, Beyonce Knows Carter, step to the front, is that if you put this beautiful baby on the stage in these bright lights around millions of people and do not address in any way her difference, you're leaving the people to speculate on something that they shouldn't be speculating on. And how beautiful would it be for someone like Beyonce, who the people love, to come out as a parent of a potentially autistic child? I don't want to put a label on her because I don't know exactly what her diagnosis is, but to be a part of this community, because anytime a child has a difference, whether they're a sick child, a neurodivergent child, a child with a disability, there's a community of people that are looking for support, looking to people like Beyonce to show and normalize her difference. That would be amazing to see. But instead, now we're just seeing Rumi in the spotlight be exactly who she is, and all of these people in the comments who want to talk about it with no information from her parents on what's going on. It's trifling, and I hate it.
What's up, you guys? So I just wanted to chime in on the discussion about Rumi. But before we go there, I do want to just say what a beautiful moment that is for a mother, daughter, child, grandmother, just generations of beautiful women on one stage at one time. Now, being just a normal person to question what's going on with Beyonce's child, Rumi, I don't think that's weird. I think that you would question what's going on with your next door neighbor's child, with your sister's child, with your cousin's child, if they were exhibiting behaviors that are not typical of a child this age. So I think that is brave of Beyonce, and I hope she comes out and says that something is wrong, if there is something wrong, because she is one of the biggest influencers in the world. And I think that it'll help most families that are going through this. I think that it'll help normalize just talking about this kind of thing. Peace.
And if Beyonce's daughter Rumi is autistic, so what?
Exactly.
The world keeps spinning. She looks like a happy child, well taken care of.
They don't even see when she's not protecting her child. Now, I'm not about to argue with people in the comments about whether or not Rumi has cognitive differences. There's signs all over the place in her manner.
Why are y'all so obsessed with celebrities' children? Why do you feel so entitled to know what's going on with these people's kids? And it's not even just Beyonce. But since we're talking about Beyonce, why do people need to know exactly what's going on with Rumi? What's going on with the twins? Beyonce don't tell us about anything in her life. Why do you feel like she's going to give us an explanation as to why her children act the way they do? As to why we don't see Sir? This is crazy to me. And people love to talk about kids. People who can't even speak up for themselves. Stand up for themselves. Like, what is this? Why is it so important to know? All we need to know is that Beyonce and Jay-Z are loving their kids, providing for their kids. I don't get the obsession. It's sick at this point. That little girl was on stage. She was happy. She was happy and excited to be there with her mommy. That's all that matters. What the is wrong with y'all?
I don't know about you, but I just feel like at a time where people with autism are being attacked and harmful rhetoric and misinformation about people with autism and the lives that they live are being spread, we probably shouldn't be trying to diagnose a stranger's child. I just fear that's common sense. And I'm going to be really, really honest right now. I feel like some of you just do not know what children are supposed to act like because you beat your children into submission. So when you see a 7-year-old acting like a 7-year-old, you feel like something is wrong with them because you guys are still teaching your children to be seen and not heard. People saying Rumi looks like she has autism is so crazy to me because, again, like, what does that look like to you guys? But also, if she does, who cares? A lot of you are trying to use your high school education to try to diagnose Rumi and Sir. You feel like because you never see Sir, he's autistic, and you feel like because Rumi is up there being a 7-year-old with high energy, that she's also autistic. And again, like I said, I work with kids with autism, but I cannot diagnose them. I just feel like it's weird to try to diagnose children that you don't know.
I'm not about to argue with people in the comments about whether or not Rumi has cognitive differences. There's signs all over the place in her mannerisms, her facial structures, etc., that it is likely.
Excuse my face, babe. I woke up to a flat tire this morning when I went out to get my coffee. So I have a little bit of an attitude. And this is the first video that I see when I open this app. And you know, I'm not even going to specifically make this about Beyonce. But I just want to know, why are we talking about people's kids? Why are we talking about people's kids on the internet? That's a baby. That's someone's young child that we're talking about online, that you're making assumptions about, talking about how they look. Have we no shame? Out of all the topics, you can open a dictionary and find a topic to talk about, but the thing that you choose to talk about on a platform that millions of people can see is someone else's child and make assumptions about them. And then I look on your page, you post your child or somebody's child, but you... I want to keep my page. 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 I want to keep my page.
A lot of y'all saw an excited little black girl on stage and went, no, something's not right about that. There's no way she could just be happy. There has to be something neurologically wrong with her to explain why she was happy and excited. Who would not be excited in that moment? What little kid who, one, is Beyonce's daughter, two, is getting to be in a stadium filled with thousands of people who have all come to see her mother perform. She's grown up seeing her big sister be featured in the last tour, in music videos, on songs, and then she gets to do it too. She's on stage for a song her mother wrote for her that she is also featured on. Like, what little kid would not be excited to, like, when I would go with my mom to work, she's an English teacher. When I would go with my mom to work, that was so exciting. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm at my mom's job. I'm with her students and her coworkers and everything else. Like, I'm seeing where she works. I loved it. And my mom is a teacher. For Rumi Carter, her mom is Beyonce, and she went to work with her mother. It was Bring Daughters to Work Day. Now, if Beyonce ever brought me on stage, I'd get myself together, but the inside of me would have been behaving the way Rumi Carter was. And it's really disturbing how many people just question the reality and the existence of little black kids being excited, little black girls being excited, little black girls having joy. Like, why does there have to be some explanation for it? Why can't it just be? Maybe it's because I work with little kids who do like little choir concerts and stuff, but the excitement on their face when they're really looking forward to doing this, the excitement on a little kid's face when they spot their parents in the crowd, you can hardly get them to be still in class. Imagine if some of them met Taylor Swift, or heck, most of my students would like be Taylor Swift, but I would be fangirling if I met Beyonce. I would be Rumi Carter on the inside. Like, y'all just need to, and if she is autistic, okay.
The world keeps spinning.
She still has joy in that moment. She's still very excited. The things I've listed previously still exist and are still valid. Like, so what? So what? Why do people need to know?
I've come to the conclusion that a lot of people just aren't used to seeing little black kids be happy and full of joy, because the way that y'all jump to the conclusion that Rumi must be autistic because she's on stage smiling, cheerful, waving at the crowd is crazy to me. As a person that's worked in mental health for almost 10 years, I'm not seeing any signs of autism in Rumi. Even if she is on the spectrum, none of what she's done in public thus far has shown that she's on the spectrum. She seems to make eye contact. She seems to be doing what is normal in the social settings. She's on stage. I don't know if y'all know this. She was literally doing the routine, but she's a kid, so she got off track. She sees 40,000 people screaming, waving at her, smiling. She's waving back. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She's not showing any signs of being nervous or anxious. She's not looking like she's overstimulated. She looks happy in that environment. What about that gives autism? I'm starting to think that y'all the ones with autism.
The entitlement that people feel they have to Beyonce's information about her life, specifically as it pertains to her children, will never not be baffling to me, because, bitch, the parasocial relationships gotta stop. Like, y'all need to check yourselves, bitch, preferably into a mental ward. Because why did I just watch a video on my For You page of a woman literally saying how Beyonce doesn't protect her children because Rumi was on stage, happy to be there, might I add, with her mommy? Where did we get that Beyonce doesn't protect her children from this? Oh, that's right. You said in your video that because she has her 7-year-old daughter with her on stage in front of thousands of people, that's not protecting her. You mean that 7-year-old daughter who's with Beyonce, who's an A-list celebrity, who has top-notch security, as well as a group of trusted individuals that she personally saw to hiring, protecting her. But she's not safe somehow? You see, I don't think that the video was made with the intention of making a take about how Beyonce doesn't protect her child. It was made for something far simpler and way more pathetic. It's because you don't like her. You don't like Beyonce. You literally began the video with saying, I hate how people put Beyonce on a pedestal. Oh God, here comes the tired ass take in 3, 2, 1. So that's how we knew that the video was not going to say anything of fucking substance. You started it literally hating her, and you ended it literally hating her. You feel as though that you are entitled and other people are entitled to know every aspect about her life. She does not have to disclose her child's cognitive disability or non-disability with y'all. She does not have to do that. Y'all are not entitled to that information from her. She is an artist. That is her job. Her job And her obligation to her fans and her obligation to people is to provide them with quality music, which she does so. Is to provide them with tours, which she does so. Is to provide them with music videos. She haven't done that in a while, but she has done so. Her job is to literally provide y'all with a show. She does that. But it's just not the show that you want to tune into all the time, because y'all are more invested in Beyonce's personal life than the music that she puts out. Let's try rewiring our brain for a second. This is a human being who has just as much right to privacy as anybody else on this fucking planet. Y'all are not entitled to her fucking life. Get a fucking grip on reality. Go outside, touch grass, go on LinkedIn and apply for job applications, because this is getting ridiculous.
I just came on here this morning to let y'all know that the ones that are coming for Beyonce's baby girl, y'all need y'all asses kicked. Because why are y'all coming for a 7-year-old little girl? Why are y'all worried about if she's autistic or if she's slow? I don't see nothing but an excited 7-year-old girl on stage in front of millions of people. Like, she is excited to be on that stage with her mom and her sister. She has been to the shows, but she has never been on stage. People are screaming her name. She's performing. She is on top of the world right now. And like she said on the mic, or if y'all read her lips, she said, "You guys are making me so happy." She is literally, y'all know how a puppy is just like so excited and overwhelmed with joy just to play with you? That's literally what's going on. She is literally overwhelmed with joy in her little body. And I honestly think it is the cutest thing in the world. And it's beautiful watching Beyonce up there performing with her daughters, exposing them to the life that she lives so they can understand why mommy got to go to work, why mommy's working so hard, why mommy got to leave, because I'm sure her time is minimized with her kids. So being able to do that is just absolutely amazing. And you guys are taking something so beautiful and trying to shine it in a negative light. And that's the problem with the world today. Y'all need to find something to do with y'all time. Y'all need to go drink some water. Y'all need to go worry about what's wrong with you before y'all worrying about what's wrong with a 7-year-old.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think about this conversation down in the comment section. Do you think that because Beyonce is a big star, she's supposed to disclose her child, if anything is wrong with her child, and campaign and be the face of it and kind of be like the spokesperson of children on the spectrum or autism? Please go down in the comment section and share your thought down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. We're just here to have conversation. For me personally, I feel like this moment where Beyonce and her daughters were performing "I Wanna Be Your Protector," a beautiful song like that, I don't understand why people are sharing such negative light to it. Like everybody has been saying, when I watched the video, it was one of the cutest moments I've seen, especially the first day the tour started and Rumi came out. What, even you as an adult, you come out on that amount of stage and people are screaming your name the way people are screaming Rumi's name, you're going to act a certain way. You could clearly see she is so in tune with it, with whatever her mom and her big sister is doing. She's so in tune with it. She was even, there's a clip of her following the routine, the dance routine behind stage before they let her to come out on stage to join her mom. I don't see anything wrong with her and what she did. But let's even say, okay, let's even play the devil's advocate. She's on the spectrum. She's autism. How does that one affect you people? Because I feel like a lot of time, because you people have put a lot of stigma to autism, you feel like you have to point it out when you see it out on people. The truth is that you guys understand that a lot of people are on the spectrum. A lot of people are on the spectrum. I won't be surprised if I go diagnose myself that I'm on the spectrum, because whether you like it or not, people with neurodivergent brain, there's a certain way they think. And from what I've seen, I think even me, I'm on the spectrum. So when you people are saying, oh, like, why can't you just say, okay, this is another human being, okay, they might be different, they might be processing things different, and it's fine. The fact that everybody feel and people call people that are not on the spectrum normal, why people on the spectrum not normal. It's crazy. Like, what makes them not normal? Because they are built differently, because their brain is built differently, that makes them not normal. For me, that's such a very insulting and a very disrespectful word to use for any human being, normal and abnormal. Like, who gave you the right to? And especially something that nobody has a control over. People are born with it. Why? What is common? What is normal and not normal? I just feel like people are just picking on Beyonce, especially on this store. There are other picks that people. The people are saying that why did Mama T came out. Like, a lot of people have been picking on her. Oh, she's exploiting Blue Ivy. People are just picking on it. Whether you guys like it or not, Beyonce puts in the work and she shows up. And if she chooses not to share her life, which she does not even share, I don't understand why people even think that Beyonce will even speak on anything. The only time we heard Beyonce speak was when she launched a secret and she did that hair thing. Beyonce doesn't answer you people. So what makes you feel like you can come on the same Beyonce internet and expect her to come and speak on our children? Of all things, the one thing she protects the most are children. She was pregnant with Blue. People didn't see Blue, the pregnancy, for how long. People didn't even see her marriage until she released a musical video. And then people think she will come here and explain if there's something wrong with any of her child. How can you people are not saying, sir, oh, the children? Can you people just allow people to raise their children? Just as far you could clearly see there's so much love in that family. You could see Rumi is very happy. Blue Ivy is a big sister and she's doing what a big sister do, just making sure a younger sister is in check and on track. Why are people making a fuss? Like, at this point in time, I feel like if you choose to share your children, because from that woman, that page, she shared whether it's a child, but she shared a child that is on the spectrum. Whether you that choose to share your child and choose to use your child for content, Beyonce is not using her children for content. That's on you. So don't expect that because you're explaining every bit and every corner of your life to people out there so that for content. She does not have to do that. And clearly, I could even see the excitement on Rumi because Blue Ivy was on tour all through the Renaissance tour, and Rumi was there too with them, but she didn't ever had the chance to come on stage, and she could clearly see how Blue Ivy grew and became so popular, and everybody was shouting blue, 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 blue. And now it's a turn for her to be on that stage, and people are screaming at him. What do you expect that little girl to do? To act like Blue or to act like Beyonce? That's a 7-year-old child. The fact that an adult to come on the Beyonce internet to talk about Beyonce child like that, like, or even a child like that, like a child that was never being said or anything, that the child or diagnosed with anything that you know of, for me is just crazy. Anyway, guys, go down and share your thought. Love to know what you think. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be supporting this channel and this guy. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.